What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Anthony, and in today's video I'm reviewing Bill and Ted Face the Music. So I watched this on video on demand and I rented it for $19.99, and let me tell you, it was worth every single minute of it. This is a fantastic addition to the Bill and Ted movie series. This one is great, even though it was 30 years later since we last saw Bill and Ted in a movie with Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey in 1991. From then on, it's just been, we find out in this at the beginning what happened to them since that time. And in this third movie, they have to write a song to unite all of the galaxies. And seeing Keanu Reeves back is great as Ted, and seeing Alex Winter back as Bill was fantastic. The chemistry between these two in every single movie is really fun and really great. And seeing them now in their 50s playing these roles was really hilarious, because they're just kids themselves. And the interesting about that thing is that they themselves, their characters in this movie, have kids as well. They have daughters. And the characters of Thea and Billy, Samara Weaving and Bridget Lundy Payne play phenomenal characters. The way they work off each other and the way they are as the daughters of Bill and Ted is really hilarious and really funny, because you actually get to see how much influence they had on their daughters. And it's great. The back and forth banter is great in this movie. Death is back. William Sadler is in this. It's great to see him, even though he's maybe in it for a total of maybe, I want to say, 20 minutes near the end. That's about it. And there's a character of David, not David, let me rephrase that. There's a character of Dennis Caleb McCoy. I'm just going to say his name, but that character himself in this is really funny. And seeing Bill and Ted go back and forth in the future is really good, because of course we know that in the previous, the first movie, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, they went back to the past to get some, historical figures in order to pass a history lesson. And in this one, in this third one, they get all the big names from music, which is really good. I'm not going to give away the names of the musicians that are featured in this movie, but it's really interesting. I really had a fun time watching this. I was laughing every minute, and just seeing Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter play simultaneous roles and playing themselves in the future as Bill and Ted was really fun. And the movie is really short. It's only 92 minutes long, and in the movie they have about 77 minutes to find and make the best music to unite the universe. And it's a running gag where they say MP46, what is MP46? And we find out what MP46 is near the end. I feel like this movie ended abruptly, and there could have been more to it and more could have been done. I feel like I wanted more to it, because we've been waiting close to 30 years for a third Bill and Ted movie, and we get that abrupt ending. It's really different, so to speak. Where this ranks among the Bill and Ted movies, I would have to say that Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is a fantastic movie. Bogus Journey was iffy, it was good but not as great as the first one. And Bill and Ted Face the Music, I would have to say, would bump up to second, right behind Excellent Adventure, as Bogus Journey bumps down to number 3. So if I had to rank these movies, it would be Excellent Adventure, Face the Music, and Bogus Journey. Now, will there be a fourth one? I say no, don't make a fourth one, because this is perfect the way they ended it. This is a trilogy. It's finally a trilogy that's been made, and seeing these characters return was really a nice touch. And I do want to say there's a nice touch and tribute to George Carlin, who played Rufus in the previous movies. And the interesting thing is that there is a character in here who is connected to Rufus's character. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but it's really good that they did it that way, because they put everything together. And seeing all these musicians, historical musicians from the past come into this movie really was interesting, and they picked certain interesting musicians to pick, and it was great to see how they incorporated it with that. And like I said before, Samara Weaving and Bridget Lundy Payne as Thea and Billy were great as the daughters. And if they do something like a spin-off or a movie based on them, do that. Hopefully Alex Winter writes a script for that, because it'll be fantastic. The character of Ted's father, the original actor in the previous movies, does return in this, and the character of Missy, who we know was the character that Ted's father went out with, is also in this movie, and she comes back as well. So it's really nice and really touching to see that all these characters came back for this movie, especially some of the original actors. And there are new faces in this movie, especially actors you know from movies of today, and it's very interesting to see that as well. And this movie as a whole was fun. It was great, and it was a good time. I enjoyed it tremendously. And seeing the phone booth back was great, and seeing the futuristic touch of how things have changed in San Dimas was really good. There are some iffy CGI moments, but it's, put that aside, this is a movie that's fun to watch. While this should have been enjoyed in the theaters, I would say that this movie on demand, for video on demand, and for renting it for only $19.99 was well worth it, and you get the same feeling as you did if you were at the theater, because the ending and this whole entire movie was just as epic as the entire Bill and Ted movie series. And Bill and Ted Face the Music gets 5 out of 5 stars from me. I tremendously enjoyed it. It brought me back to my childhood of seeing Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves play the most hilarious characters they could ever come up with, and seeing them now 30 years later in a movie that some people say was 20 years too late, which is not true. This is the perfect timing for a movie like this, and it's entertainment. It's an entertainment movie that gets you wanting more, and I would say that this is definitely a rewatch over and over, because it's that good, and it lives up to the hype between Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey. Now let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Bill and Ted Face the Music. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? And where do you rank it among the Bill and Ted movies? And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new videos on my channel. And follow Marchio Productions on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And follow me, Anthony, on Instagram and Twitter at misterfilmstock. I'll leave a link to all the social media accounts in the description box below. You guys can check it out and follow along. And remember, be excellent to each other and party on. I'm Anthony. Thanks for tuning in.